Hey everyone, so it's going to be a long week, and it has been. We've missed a few of our sports shows, and we missed talking about our second round draft on video, even though we've talked about it on Twitter. But before we do so, I'd like to do a beer chug. We haven't done one of these in a while.
That's right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to all my 6 viewers, and hopefully you've been watching my last few videos, because I actually have a giveaway going on right now, and if you get involved with that, it's going to be super awesome. So hopefully you do, and we will just do a quick video of our second and maybe possibly third round draft picks.
Yeah, well, right now the series are pretty much winding up. The game going on tonight is the Ottawa Senators taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins, and boy, it was looking so good. Never, actually, for the Ottawa Senators. Game 3 was a great game to watch. Game 4 was not, if you're a Senators fan. We ended up both taking the Senators in this series, and you know, I just thought maybe the goaltending wouldn't hold up for Pittsburgh, and their defense would be a little, you know, who knows. And I thought Ottawa was on a great run when they played Montreal, but you know, they're hitting some tough strides right now.
They played a really strong team in this series, actually, and I think if it wasn't for playing against Pittsburgh right now, I think Ottawa would have made an extra series.
I think so. You know, but you know, hey, it's still not over. It's Game 5 tonight. If they can win tonight, then I will predict they will win Game 6. But that's if they win tonight. So it'll be a tough series for them to pull out, but hopefully they can do it. Even though Daniel Alfredsson, apparently, his comments. Did you hear his comments on?
I didn't know.
After Game 4, he was asked, is it feasible for you guys to win 3 in a row against this team? And actually, in short, Daniel Alfredsson said probably not. And which is very surprising to hear from Daniel Alfredsson. He's a very class act, and your battery's dead.
Yeah, and we're running out of time. But before we go, it's just actually really interesting. So this is probably going to be edited out, but we got cut off, and we're just talking about how. I don't even remember what we're
talking about. The Sens and the Pens, and how Pittsburgh is probably going to win the series, but we both picked the Senators, so.
And we kind of both regret that a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah.
We kind of had hopes for our Canadian team for once, and for hopefully, even though your Rangers held in for 1 game.
Well, they're getting there, but they got a long ways to go, and the Boston Bruins have been taking it to them, and. You know, and I don't know really why I picked the Rangers. Maybe it was only because I picked them to win the Cup. But I could really I could get a sense that Boston was really going to, you know, come back after, you know, that big emotional series against the Leafs. And, but... I
was thinking that too, but then once I saw the Rangers win last night, 4-3 in overtime or whatever, like, it just reacted me because I thought it was going to be a sweep and a win for me. And I'm like, we're actually going to be even on our picks this year. But
well, you got 3 games to do it. So but
this is true.
It is. But remember though, out of the 3 times that a professional sports team has come back from a 3-0 deficit in a playoff series, 2 of them were Boston. Just saying.
So it sounds like Boston probably has the experience and potential to do something like that.
Yeah, you could say that, but honestly, it's going to be really tough for the Rangers. Brad Richards isn't even playing anymore, so.
Like, I kind of saw that on Twitter. What happened with that?
Tortorella said,
scratched him. Sit down.
Yep.
Why?
Because he hasn't been playing very well.
I thought all the Richards were playing well.
Oh, okay. He wasn't playing well, and then he sat him, and he played about 3 minutes in Game 3. And no power play, no nothing. And then they benched him scratched him in Game 4, I should say. You know what? If he's not playing well, I don't care how much money he makes. Sit him. So I like it. Anyways, let's never move on here. The Western Conference, we got let's see, the Sharks and the Kings. That one's a great series right now.
Tied at 2-2 right now, and I think the game's tomorrow. Another game's tomorrow.
It actually is. I think it's 3-2 LA. They played last night, and LA ended up winning that or getting there, so
go San Jose.
Yeah, so we both picked San Jose in that series as well. I just thought Sharks would be well rested. They looked actually really good against the Canucks, and
they did.
You know what? They looked good in Game 3 and 4. Game 5 was a different story. Hopefully on home ice they can get back under control and then get them in Game 7. But that's a good series. That's I think the winner of that one might go to the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah. And what do you think about Chicago and Detroit?
Boy,
before we get any further.
Boy, you know what? I'm really surprised.
I think everybody's surprised.
You know what?
To tell you the truth.
If the series stay like they are right now, I'm going 0-4, and you're going 1-3. So that's just how great the NHL is right now. You have no idea who's going to win night in, night out. I'm pretty surprised that Detroit has a 3-1 lead. I'm really surprised.
And I never thought of this, but yes, Detroit has the older experience, and they kind of have that playoff push that maybe Chicago doesn't have. But I thought Chicago was the freshest, the youngest, and the more capable, able team to play in the playoffs because they have this young team, kind of like the Oilers, and we always go back to this, even though they're like the Oilers, but they go that much further.
It's really weird. I think Chicago has more depth than the Detroit Red Wings. I think they have slightly better defense, actually a lot better defense than the Detroit Red Wings.
Yeah.
The goaltending, it hasn't been the issue, but Jimmy Howard's played very well.
He's played phenomenal.
Not that Corey Crawford hasn't played any less awesome, but obviously when one team has 3 wins, the other team has 1, you look at the goaltending, and Jimmy Howard's been the difference in this series, I think, which is very surprising. You know what? He could be the dark horse to maybe start for Team Canada at the Olympics in 2014, which who would have figured we would say that?
Won't be there.
Well, I know, we don't have, Carey Price wasn't playing very well, and this is another topic for another day, but so the Blackhawks better get their butts going, because I don't really see if they, obviously if they don't win the next game, they're not coming back because it's 4 games.
And I was just going to say, if you want, we can do another video later on in the week, if you're free during the week, if you're not spraying or seeding or doing stuff out on the farm. We can actually talk about, kind of the awards and stuff going around in the NHL.
Yes, definitely got to get to that, because I have some queries about specific trophies, including an Oiler who wasn't nominated, but we'll get to that later on, maybe later in the week. So I think that was it. We covered our picks. Can't really make our 3rd round picks until the series is over. Follow us on Twitter and you'll get our picks as soon as the 3rd round is made. And if you want, even though we said that, follow him at Curtis_Murray on Twitter, and follow me at Julio15Bonjoli. And I can't say this enough, I'm doing a giveaway right now just to see if I can get more subscribers, and if I do, it's going to be awesome. So follow my channel. Comment on what you'd like us to do. We still haven't done the Banana Sprite Challenge, if you're up for it. Boy. It's going to be tough. We'll see. Now that it's summer, you can almost do it outside, so it's not as terrible. And like the videos you actually like and let us know. And it'll tell us what to do more of, what to do less of, and that kind of stuff. And we hope you all have a good day, and farewell from me is keep calm and drink on, and we'll finish our drinks to you, everyone. Cheers, everyone.